Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. So finally today is the 6th war of the season, and we're up against the NoName Alliance, who is currently the rank number 1 of this season. And I think KenOB has already changed the matchmaking system, so that's the reason why we were able to match them. But anyway, I'm starting by taking path 1 in section 1. So I haven't really faced this node for like couple of seasons already, so I'm not really familiar with this node, but all I know is this node is going to degen you, so you don't want to get hit. I just want to stay close to him and build up spores and throw my heavy, but the fight actually is going pretty well for me. I'm losing some health from the degen damage, but it's all good. I'm not dying in this war. So the first fight is over, and next I'm jumping to path 3 in section 2. Like I mentioned earlier yesterday, their defense were fairly weak. I mean, like I said, the champions, the characters are there, but they're mostly 5-star rank 4s and 6-star rank 1s. So I'm only using 20% green boost here because they're very easy fights with quick. The first one is champion, the second one is going to be Spider-Man, Miles, I think. But anyway, I only took 3 fights in this war, and after those 3 fights, I'm gonna share with you another pack 4 fights from my friend's account, and after that is going to be another Infinity Airman on node 23, which is the aggressive armor mini node. I'm going to take it with Void. That fight is pretty interesting. We'll talk about this later. Let's watch those 2 fights first. Okay, so all my fights in KenOB have already done here. I'm moving to this Infinite Airman on node 23 under Flow Global. So I'm using Void with OG Vision Synergy. That means when you are facing all the Avengers, you're going to start with Fear of Void for the first 30 seconds. So the good thing about this is I don't need to worry about his power gain. Okay, we can see he has 3 stacks of power gain here, but because of the Fear of Void, he's not really gaining any extra power. So I'm just trying to get my Petrify on, like what I'm getting right now. I have only 1 stack of Petrify, so his regen is actually, sorry, not regen, the power gain is going to be reversed. But right now, the Fear of Void has already expired. I have to be careful to, okay, right now I have already got another 2 stacks of Petrify, so I think it's good to go. But the problem with this fight is it's aggressive armor, so you better know how to do double medium. But in this fight, for some reason, I don't know why, I think my dash back just didn't work a couple of times, it didn't register. I am pretty sure I pressed the dash back, but it didn't register. But anyway, so he only has 1 stack of armor, which from my block hits, and now he has 3 another stacks of armor, so he's going to auto parry you. But at this point, he is almost 40% away from the death, so I think I should be fine. I'm just going to heavy him to death and spam match push 1 if it's possible. Like right now, the second Fear of Void is gone, so this fight is definitely not very easy. It's still pretty sketchy, even with OG Vision Synergy. Just imagine if you don't start with Fear of Void, then what can you do? If you just create the first couple of hits, you're gonna be in trouble. Like right now here, I mean, it's ridiculous. The heavy resistance, he blocked the whole heavy 3 hits. I mean, at that point I was like, oh my god, I'm not sure if I'm gonna survive from this fight because I'm only at 20% health left, and okay, thank God I didn't die in this fight. So in fact, Ironman with a flow global on this node is a pretty good placement. Void is by far probably the best counter that I can think of. I don't really like clovers. I'm not a clovers person. But anyway, I'm moving to another two path 4 fights. The first one is domino. Like I said earlier, you can quick domino without Black Widow synergy. All you need to do is just to press very heavy when you see the ready appears. Okay, in this way you're going to decrease decrease her ability accuracy for the rest of the fight. And in this node, I just don't want to trigger any spikes, so I'm just trying to block everything and dodge her heavy. I don't know why I keep calling his dodge her heavy by double tapping your heavy. So the fight is pretty easy. And next fight on node 19 is going to be Havoc. So I'm going to use rank 3 Omega Red to take that Havoc. That fight is way easier than I expected, so let's just watch those two fights. And that's all for today's video. We won the war against NoName. It was a pretty easy war, but NoName only died like 90 times, which is probably better than some of the real massive alliances. But I mean, they have done way better than we have expected. So, but anyway, it's very good. It's feeling very good because we have already get back to rank number 1 of the season. So I think there are still 6 wars left that we're going to face NoName one more time, and probably NY and AS are next week. So that's all for this video. Hope you guys will enjoy. I will see you guys next one. Take care.